How he turns his back in shame. Moab has become a laughingstock and a horror to all his neighbors. For thus says the Lord, Behold, like an eagle he soars, spread his wings over Moab. Jeremiah 48, verse 39.
Welcome to Catholic Catholics. I'm David.
I'm Connor. And today we just got back off of a retreat called Awakenings. It was run by a bunch of college students. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Tons of fun.
Not a lot of sleep.
Not a lot of sleep. But one thing we wanted to say about this retreat, it was held in a place called Edina.
Very small town.
Very small. Very small. My friends and I, our small group, were joking. We were like, we feel like we're on the Truman Show. Ever seen that movie?
I've heard of it.
Okay, it's like,
yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, it's all about this one guy. That
it's like,
yeah.
It's like
we're like
life.
We're like they're robots. Like we don't see anybody.
Yeah, there's nobody.
There's nobody.
I saw one guy walking down the street. He had his radio playing. He had a big cowboy hat and like a guitar strapped to his back.
Yeah, I saw that guy.
And it was really cold, and he did not have like a dick coat on. It was just like a jacket.
He's just walking down the street. I saw that guy. But basically, it's a small town, like we're saying, and this church is beautiful. Did not plan that. It's gorgeous.
For a very small, for like a small-ish church, probably a very small congregation, it's a beautiful church.
I mean, for the church, basically, the church is big. Mm-hmm. But in terms of how many people are around, there's like hardly anybody. Mm-hmm. And I think I was talking to someone else, and they were saying, she was basically saying the church was built for a large Catholic community, mm-hmm. and how they had a sort of large Catholic community. Mm-hmm. Here's some pictures of the church right now. Basically, this church is...
It's St. Joseph's.
It's St. Joseph's Church, and there's a giant organ in the back. And the altar is made out of white marble, similar to the church at Creighton University.
They just have like kind of like a big like half dome, like kind of like over.
Oh yeah.
The tabernacle is like it's got like the gate in front of it, and then like the tabernacle behind it.
Yeah, so like basically the tabernacle is set up. It's like a metal, like Dave was saying, it's like a gate almost that you open the gate, and then inside the gate there is a separate tabernacle. Mm-hmm. So like then you have to open tabernacle doors. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. I've never been in a church like that before.
The stained glass windows, you seen those?
Oh yeah.
Those are so great. They've got like 12 saints.
Yeah.
Stained glass windows, just like all of them.
They're just lining the walls.
So cool.
If you look above the ceiling, it looks like it's painted gold, but actually it's like carved. It's almost it's like if you look really closely, it's like engravings.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it was awesome. One thing I noticed,
everything a church should be.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about this church, one of the nights of the retreat, I really wanted to go in there alone and pray. Mm-hmm. And so I walked up there, and I was really, it was like, okay.
Was this after the dance party?
It was after some sort of dance party, and I walked over there. It was really late, and I opened the door, and it was unlocked. So like this small town, it's such a small town that nobody cares. Like, I love that. Nobody cares if the church is unlocked or locked or not. Because no one's going to... If you're from a small town, you trust everybody. Yeah. Like, if you don't trust anybody, like, that's not a good small town. Yeah. But it was... I mean, I went in there late at night. Beautiful
That's
church.
one of my favorite feelings, just being in a big church by yourself.
Yes.
Like, I know in St. Louis, like, people... a lot of parishes have adoration chapels. And that gets pretty close. Like it's still Jesus. It's still the same presence. It's like it should like be the same, but
There's something, yeah.
There's something special about being with God by yourself.
Yeah.
And usually with adorations chapels, like people are always there. And like I just like the feeling of being able to walk into a church by myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like I think I talked to last semester about my class that it was an art history class called Caves and Cathedrals, and we learned a lot about. I mean, we kind of learned a lot about cathedrals at the end. She kind of rushed it at the end on the cathedral part, but what we did learn, wow, I have such a different appreciation for churches now. But there's something about There's something about going into a large church.
Yeah.
And
compared to a small one.
Compared to a small one, it's like you're almost you not only understand if it's a regular church, like you go in and you sit down and you pray and you feel, yeah, okay, God's here. But something about big church, you walk in and you are just immersed in this huge columns.
It feels like another world almost.
It does, and it's almost like a click. Like you feel God in that place, even though you haven't even realized the tabernacle's there yet. Mm-hmm. Obviously, you know the tabernacle's there, but it's something about a big place. It's like it's bigger than you. In a smaller church, it accomplishes the idea of being a church.
And that's kind of the idea of a church, is to like bring you into and give you like a taste of like heaven here on earth.
Yeah.
Which is why churches should be made as beautiful as can be. Like not like to praise and glorify God during the Mass, but also just give you a sense of like this is someplace special and like this is something you don't see every day. Right.
And it's like it aids me in prayer. I don't know about you, but it really aids. It helps a lot in prayer.
I mean, yeah, I went to the oratorio in St. Louis for Latin Mass over the summer once, and I was just I went there with my friend, and we were just like talking afterwards how like intricate a lot of like designs were of the oratorio, like the beautiful church. Like you could like there were simple columns, but like at the top of the column, the very top, where like you could barely see, there's like a little guy like holding up the column. And like it was like that fine like attention to detail that my friend said, like even if like you get distracted by like the beauty of the church, it's not really distraction.
No.
Because you'll see like stained glass windows of saints, carvings of the crucifixion, the passion, little things that you'll be like in awe of the beauty, and that can like help aid you in prayer.
Yeah, it really does bring. It's almost like it brings you get distracted, but then as soon as you get distracted, you wonder why you like looked at something like that, and it brings you back to God, and it brings you back in a beautiful way. I just thought that was absolutely gorgeous. Great church. I mean, yes, you couldn't ask for a better church. I was joking about this with some friends, and I said, this church does not deserve to be in Edina. Edina is such a small town, and if Kirksville had that church...
My friend said he wanted to dig up the foundations, stick it in Mark's truck, and just like drive it back here.
Just stick it on a truck and then drive it back to Truman. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Man. Oh, it's such a good church. I'm thinking about... This sounds crazy. But what if I scootered there?
I think they said it's like 26 miles.
20? No, is it?
Maybe.
26? How did it only take 10 minutes?
What?
It was only like a 10-minute drive.
Oh, it was not a 10-minute drive for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you guys go?
I don't know, but I was able to take a whole nap.
No, I thought it was only like 10 minutes.
No, it's like at least half an hour.
It's open always. I might. I'm thinking about it.
We'll see.
If you get a scooter...
I'm definitely getting a scooter.
If you get a scooter, we're going to scooter to there together. We'll bring our backpacks. Oh. We'll get a good leg workout. And one of our legs will be ginormous.
I'll probably switch back and forth.
But, yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun. Or we could just walk some ways.
It would be great if we could do it on Truman Week. But you'll be in essay then.
Oh, that's right.
Rip.
Yeah. Oh, we have Valentine's Day coming up.
Yes.
Valentine's Day. It's like Galentine's Day, but it's for the guys.
Yeah.
And basically, we'll be playing basketball.
We'll be playing indoor basketball with those
Mini hoops.
With those mini hoops you put on the back of doors, and we're putting those on closets on either side of the big purple room.
It's gonna be
and
fun.
We're gonna be playing full court basketball.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're going to Dukeums first. We're gonna get some burgers.
Some burgers, play some
Classic
Yeah.
guy things. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for this week.
This is gonna be a good week.
It's gonna be a lot of people, new people here, especially after the retreat. A lot of people coming to Newman.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun. Well,
I think we'll keep this one short.
yeah, I guess we'll keep this one short today. Okay, well, everyone who is watching this video, have a good night. And goodbye.
That's it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
First of all, I would like to say